Happy Friday. As usual, can everyone hear me okay? Is the audio alright? Thanks for being here, guys. Long time no see. It's been like 3 weeks since my last stream after I declared that I was gonna stream on like a bi-weekly schedule, and then 3 weeks went by and it was yesterday and Tom was like, "Are you gonna stream at all this week?" And I was like, I guess I probably should, because I haven't in a long time. So hello everyone, long time no see. How have you guys been since our last hangout? The Catalorian, hello. I like that nickname. Why haven't I thought of that before? Yo, Sal, I might just have to steal that. What if I renamed my channel to the Catalorian? Oh my god, that's tempting. Oh my god, you've just changed something inside of me. Oh my god, why haven't I been that creative? Sal, I might... that might become my new username on one or more platforms. We'll see. Charlie, T-Money, what's up, guys? That Gold Taco, Early Gang. What's going on, everybody? Take it, steal it, please. No, seriously, I might. I want to. That's really brilliant. No spoilers. Yes, as soon as I created the stream, I was like, I have to put in the description, no spoilers. This is gonna be a safe zone for those of our friends who have not yet seen the episode. Do you guys want to see my review of this episode? I got a lot of good feedback on my last my review of the first episode, and I asked you guys if you would want to see me keep up with that and make that a regular thing each week after every episode. But after last night's episode, I was like, does anyone even want to see what I have to say about this? I don't know. Let me know if you'd still be interested. I think it would be fun. And it would be the first time that I'd ever consistently actually reviewed like a show. So maybe I'll do one anyway, just to stay accountable. Otherwise it would be, I don't know, I feel like it wouldn't make sense to just review like one episode here and then not review like a few weeks and then just reviewing only a few episodes out of the whole season. So let me know. Shining Star Jackson, what's up, guys? Anthony Strader, Catalorian, I like it. How have I not thought of that? I wish I was clever like that. Let's talk about last week's episode. Yes, we can. Hello, Mom. Just curious, is this also a no politics chat? I know we're all nervous to see who wins, but I just want to be safe about this sensitive topic. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. If you guys, like, are super stressed and want to, like, voice any concerns, or if you're overjoyed, like, share, like, I don't want to, like, censor anyone. If you have something, like, you really want to say, but we definitely don't have to get into any heated debates. You know, I kind of wanted to have this stream because it has been a long week. Kind of ready for this week to be over, for this year to be over, and so I kind of wanted to just hang out with everyone and unwind after, you know, all of the chaos that has been this week for our fellow Americans. But also I've heard a lot from, you know, those overseas that you guys have been tuning in as well. So yeah, if you feel compelled to share any like joys or concerns, feel free, and we can keep it supportive after this long and crazy week. I loved the first review. I can see the challenge of reviewing this episode. I'll give my just a blanket no spoiler. You know, I liked it. You know, and I say the same thing, you know, in anticipation for like the Kenobi series. They could have an entire episode of Ewan McGregor just sitting in the desert eating sand for 30 minutes, and I would be like, thanks. I'll watch it. I'll be glad to, you know, take that in. because at least we're getting something. You know, something is better than nothing, in my opinion, when it comes to the Star Wars universe. And, you know, I say this in regards to the movies. Not every single movie can be your favorite. You know, there's got to be one that you love the most, and then there's got to be the ones that you just don't like so much. So that's how I feel about this episode. But I didn't really like, I don't know. I think like some people are going a little too hard on it. I don't know. My initial review was not bad, so maybe I will just do a review because, I don't know. This episode was definitely different than the first one, but, what was I even gonna say? But it wasn't bad. Like I said, you know, same with Kenobi, same goes for Mandalorian, you know. They could show us anything and I'd still be grateful that we're getting something, so I'm not gonna rip it to shreds too much. Maybe I will. I should just do it and be committed and just do a review for each episode. Why not? Do I like Nike shoes? I do. I have the same pair that I've had since, like, my freshman year of college. Ooh, I wish they would put The Mandalorian on DVD and Blu-ray. That would be cool. I have to sneeze. That would be really cool. Timothy Olyphant in Star Wars. Yes! I was so excited. As soon as... I don't want to spoil it. But, like, you know, when the helmet comes off and they pan up to, you know, his face, my immediate thought was like, okay, this is definitely going to be a recognizable actor, or at least someone that we've seen before. Like, this has to be a really cool cameo right here. And I saw him. I don't know if anyone watches or has watched the show, The Santa Clarita Diet with Drew Barrymore, but I watched that show with my roommates in college, and he's in that show, and he's hysterical. So I was excited to recognize him and have, like, another cool recognizable actor join the roster. One more month until Christmas. Oh my goodness. Yes, what a crazy... We're a little over, but we're getting there. Have I been checking my Gmail? Yes. I have been getting your reactions. I have a whole list. I have so much. I'm behind on my reactions. I need to just, like, sit down one day and film a lot. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Can we get more of Timothy Olyphant as Cobb Vanth? I hope he comes back. I feel like there's no way they would introduce him and dive so deep in his backstory and make him such a likable character within a 50-minute episode if he wasn't going to come back somehow. So I'm hoping that we do get to see him again. I feel like it's a wasted opportunity if I don't. Like, why would you introduce him and make him so cool and then never have him show up again? What's up, Michael Black? How was my day of Halloween? What did I do? Not really anything. I didn't have a costume. It was pretty anticlimactic. Watched Hocus Pocus like I usually do for Halloween, so that was fun. Another review to express your vibes. Oh my god, I know. I should have kept a tally of how many times I used the word vibes to describe the gist of episode 1. Oh yes, Cobb Vanth merch. That would be cool. Oh, Baby Yoda. I know. I think, second episode, I feel like that is our indulgence of Baby Yoda for the season. I don't know. I feel like they know that he's adorable and they don't want to overdo it. So I feel like this past episode was like, all right, here's your fix, and we're gonna go easy on it for the rest of the season. It wasn't terrible, but it felt like a filler. Yeah, I know. It was definitely not what I was expecting after that first episode that just knocked my socks off right out of the gate. But I feel like, I mean, I don't want to say everything I have to say that I would mention in my review, but I feel like there is a larger purpose to this episode. Like, I don't know. With how consecutive so far that this episode has been, this one back to back with episode 1, you know, I feel like there's a purpose. There's gotta be a larger grand scheme of things that this episode lends itself to. We'll see. This episode was enjoyable and fun to watch. It was. Cobb Vanth was awesome. I like him so much. Yes, definitely no spoilers. We can talk about the vibes, but definitely no major deets. Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. Hope we get that Crimson Dawn show. Hold up. Oh my god, there's so many rumored shows now. I always say this, but I saw on Twitter the other day that there's now a rumored spin-off series for Boba Fett, which is like, you know, I will take it. But I feel like everyone has a rumored show now. It's like, how many rumors are there gonna be? Like, there's just so much. And is this a new one that I just haven't seen? A Crimson Dawn show? Like, it's which would be cool. Again, I don't want to sound ungrateful if that is in the works. If that's rumored, I haven't heard that one. That would be sweet. But there's just so many rumors. I did read, though, that someone shut down the rumor about a Cara Dune spin-off, and that there's no evidence to suggest that that is in development, so... What's up? We love Dawn. The first episode set our expectations high. It really did. Yeah, after that I was like, oh my god, this season is gonna be amazing, and then we got the second episode, and I was like, alright, I need to readjust my standards. Again, not every episode is going to be like a home run grand slam out of the ballpark, so last night was a reminder of that, but it's fine. Sean says, Kat, I have continued to work on my Star Wars and introduced a character inspired by you. Is this a fanfic? Share more. Oh, I'm so honored. That's so cool. The camera quality is amazing in this stream. I'm glad. It could also be I got some new lights. Some softbox lights, guys. Really stepping up our game here. So it could be that the lighting is potentially better. And we also adjusted the camera so that it's not on my actual laptop screen, so that every time I'm scrolling, the computer is like shaking. So no Blair Witch Project shaky screen for you guys this time, hopefully. Aiden, you made it! What's up? Ten Stew, hello! I trust Dave Filoni and John on anything Star Wars. I agree, Charlie. And that's the reason why I feel like, okay, knowing them and how genius of a pair they are, there's no way that they would do a filler episode. Like, they don't have time for that. They're too good for that. I trust them that there's a higher purpose to, like, everything they do, and they're, like... They wouldn't just give us an episode for no reason. So, I agree. Someone mentioned that this past episode could be the beginning of an arc, and I think that's gotta be the case. Like, just knowing who the people are behind it, it's like I have trust in their process and that they know what they're doing, so... A Crimson Dawn anthology series would be epic. Tell the stories of Darth Maul and Crimson Dawn. Hondo and Space Pirates, yeah! Black Sun, the Pikes, Epic Bounty Hunters. It would be really cool. Mainly because of Darth Maul, but there's a lot of potential there for some cool material for a Crimson Dawn series. William T. Riker, hello. Thanks for being here. When did I first watch the Clone Wars? Couple years ago? It was when I was was I in high school? I can't remember. It took me a while to get through that show. It was either very late high school or college. What platform was it on before? Did it used to be on Netflix? Yes. It was on Netflix before it went to Disney Plus. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't very long ago, like within the past couple of years. Cuz I finished watching it. Yes, I had finished it before I had sent in my audition for Vader Shards of the Past. Cuz I remember when we were on vacation, that's when the new trailer dropped for the final season, and that same day I filmed my audition for Shards of the Past. Yes, and that was before my junior year. So I started watching it either late high school or very early college. Sorry, it took me so long. This whole year has just warped my perception of time. So I had to really dig deep back there. There are so many shows in development. It's just what will be picked up with a great story. We shall see. We got Obi-Wan, Bad Batch, and Cassian. Right, the Cassian show. When is that happening? There's so much. I'm excited for the Cassian show. I really am. The first episode felt like a movie. Yes, that's exactly how I want this show to feel. As soon as I learned that we were getting a live-action Star Wars, I was like, okay, a series. I was like, these have to be, you gotta step it up from, the 20-minute Rebels, Clone Wars episode duration, and I need to see, some Game of Thrones length Star Wars epicness. Game of Thrones hour apiece. That's what I was expecting and hoping for. And again, as I said in my review, I know that that's, a lot to ask for, knowing the budget of this show is, I mean, they probably have a huge budget, but still, it probably costs a lot to produce a show like this, so I can't, don't want to get too greedy, but it's when you open the season with that beautiful 50-minute episode, mini movie, it's how can you expect me to not want that for the next 7 episodes? Ooh, got a follow on Twitter from an actor in this recent episode. Was it the guy that everyone thought was Sam Witwer? Because he went a little famous on Twitter now, because he was like, that's actually me. Yeah, his tweets were funny. He was like, this is me, not Sam Witwer. Cat becoming a big-time streamer. Even though my setup still, pales in comparison to a lot of people. I, watched someone's Twitch stream the other day that they had, reposted on YouTube, and I was like, what even is all this? They had this, backdrop with, all of this, stuff, and there was, all of these, analytics on the side of, their followers gained, their subs, I was just like, oh my god, I don't think I'm brave enough for Twitch. Would anyone be up for a Darth Sidious and Darth Plagueis show? Yes! That would be cool. If it was Sidious and his past. His origin story. Okay, yeah, Clone Wars was on Netflix. That feels like eons ago. Since Disney Plus came to be. 2020 has felt like an eternity. You can say that again. In a way, I'm grateful because, life flies by. And, every year, by the time you hit December, you're like, how is this year over yet? And I feel like this is, the first year ever where I am gonna hit December and be like, yep, thank God. It does not feel like, we reached a a full year too quickly. So, yeah. Oh, Charlie, thank you. Charlie, you're the best. You're amazing. I hope you're having a forceful week, my friend. Almost the weekend, though. Week's over for you guys. For all of us, pretty much. It's Friday. I really want an R-rated Grievous movie series. Yes, I would love to see how Grievous came to be. And, like him, because he starts off as a different species, right? And then slowly becomes a cyborg. It would be so cool to see, like, what he was before, and, like, slowly, like Darth Maul, almost, like, getting transformed and gaining his robot parts. We need a Darth Maul movie. Amen. Did I paint that big painting in the back behind you? Purchase. So the center, the big colorful one in the center was a gift. I did not paint that. It was on Amazon. I'm pretty sure it's pretty, like, affordable. And the other ones, though, I did draw, except for the Vader, the Shards of the Past poster. Ooh. I'd pay to see a Tom Hiddleston Palpatine and Andy Serkis Plagueis. Yes! Tom Hiddleston crossover from the MCU and join the dark side of Star Wars. Charlie is too nice. Yes, he is. Charlie is way too nice. Ooh, Gold Taco, you had the day off? That's fun. Good for you. 3-day weekend. Why is it that a 3-day weekend feels just so much better than a 2-day weekend? Like, something about the extra day is just, like, so exponentially better. I want to see more Ahsoka. We just might. We just might. Yeah, very curious. I was not expecting them to pull out one of the big cameos in the first episode. And someone commented on my video, my review, that they don't think we're going to see Boba again. And I'm like, what? What makes you think we wouldn't see him again this season? They cannot just bring him back for 30 seconds. There's no way. Aiden, you literally don't have to apologize for not being able to donate. Literally, you know how I've lectured you about this. The time change. Oh my god. I hate daylight savings. I just have, like, a vendetta against it. I hate it so much. It's a little bit better now that I'm, like, out of college, but when I was in college, I used to have, like, 3-hour-long classes. Multiple, like, 3-hour-long classes. So I would have, like, a very long day. And a lot of the time in school, I wouldn't get done till, like, 6 o'clock or later in the evening. And so it used to stink, like, getting to a class and the sun would be setting and you still had hours to go, like, left in class. I used to hate that in school so much, because then by the time your class is done and you're leaving and it's pitch black out, you step outside and you head home and you're like, I don't want to do anything. Once it's, like, dark outside, I mentally just clock out. Like, my motivation for the day, it's done. It's gone. It's terrible. I hate it so much. Sorry, I just went on a tangent about that, but I really don't like it. It's the worst. I prefer much more the summer when it's light until, like, 9 o'clock. The future is bright for Ahsoka. I hope. I think it is, though. Was curious, what do you think of Zeb from Rebels? Although he wasn't the character with the most exposure, I think he had great depth, personality, and growth across all the episodes he starred in. I think he was awesome. He's like the lovable big friend. Yeah, and his whole dynamic with like Agent Callus, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I thought that was one of like the coolest relationship developments in all of Star Wars. And, you know, Zeb's whole backstory and how the majority of his species is pretty much wiped out. Like, I thought he was a great character. And he's like a very comforting, you know, presence at there towards the end of the show. I don't want to spoil it, but, you know, when a certain tragic event goes down, you kind of look to Zeb as like, help, I need to hug you. My sleep has gotten better this past week with daylight savings. Sorry, but I love the extra hour. That is true. That is true. It's worse having your swim practice be in the dark. And some days they don't heat the pool, and some days... Oh my gosh. That's rough. So are you referring to, like, swim practice, like, at, like, 5 o'clock in the morning in the dark? Because that does stink. That stinks a lot. Yep, episode 5 is directed by Dave. We may see some interesting people. I know, I have a feeling that's when we're gonna see Ahsoka, because I can imagine Dave Filoni being like, oh, okay, we're bringing Ahsoka back? Nobody else touch her. This is mine. I'm doing this. Yeah, don't like wintertime. Summer is better except for the 34-degree plus days. Oh, true. Yeah, I do prefer summer, though. I would much rather be, like, hot and, like, feel like my insides are boiling than be cold. I hate being cold. It's the worst. College is so much different now because of COVID, but Mando Fridays helps. Yes? Oh, you're a freshman! Oh, well, congrats! I hope you're enjoying your first semester, and I'm sorry that it had to be taking place under these circumstances. I will say, I am, as bad as I feel, you know, for those of you who are in school right now trying to do college during all of this, I will say the one thing I envy is your ability, if you have online classes and that's it, to just, like, not leave your dorm and just be able to roll out of bed 5 minutes, you know, before your class starts and log on and be able to just sit in bed and watch your lecture. And I know that stinks, you know, depending on your major. I don't want to make it sound like that's like a luxury or anything, but I don't know. I feel like I would have enjoyed that because I'm such an introvert and I just hate leaving the house. And especially when it's like the colder months, if you live, you know, if you go to school in a colder climate where it gets freezing in the wintertime and you really have to muster the motivation to like get up and go to class and like walk through the tundra and the Arctic to get to school, like, I don't know, that's when it would come in handy to be like, nope, I'm just gonna not leave my house and go online. So yeah, I would say if there's a positive at all to online learning, it's that, and that you don't have to wake up. You know, I'm a girl, so I used to wake up, you know, like 2 hours before I actually had to, like, leave to go to class, you know, for the purpose of just being awake and getting ready, but it's definitely enjoy it now, because once you're able to actually go to class again, and I don't know. That's the one thing I'm just jealous of, I guess, being able to just take your classes from bed and not have to leave. Cat turns to the dark side at night. More like the loopy side. You guys have seen me in the Night Owl streams. I've been thinking more, guys, about doing like a all-nighter stream, which might not be a good idea. But I feel like I want to try it. I don't know. I want to like take the Night Owl streams to the next level and step up my game. I don't know. But I feel like also it would be a good opportunity because if I were to do like an all-nighter stream, there would be parts of that would accommodate like those of you overseas, like in Europe or Australia, like because I know that I stream at times of days that doesn't work for you guys or sometimes can be tricky. So if I were to do that, no, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I have to look into it. But I've been thinking about that because I'm like, how can I shake up my streams? Because, you know, I've got the Night Owl streams occasionally, but I'm like, that would take it to the next level. Ooh, 5 in the afternoon swim practice. Oof. At least, that's better than getting in the pool in the morning, though, I would say. But nothing is worse than jumping into a pool when you're cold. I love Zeb. He is an amazing and funny, underrated character. Love his arc with Callus. I'm down to see more of Zeb and Callus. Yes, I agree. I remember having swim practices and meets late at night. Wouldn't get home till like 7 p.m. on school nights. I can relate to that with all the theater rehearsals that I used to have. I gotta peace out, Kat. See you, Aiden. Thank you for being here. I know that you said you might not even be able to pop in, so I'm glad that you were able to. Catch you later. Yeah, T-Money, here I am complaining about winter. You literally live in the Arctic, in Vermont winters. Yeah, I can't say I've ever experienced one of those, but from what I have heard / seen pictures of, that is brutal. It is brutal. Sean, you think you'd rather be cold? Oh my gosh. Maybe I just get so cold so easily. Like, I cannot. I mean, you guys, you've seen my physique. I'm a small person, so I get easily really, really, really cold, and my body, like, can't keep itself warm. So I prefer to be, like, boiling on a 90-degree day. I would take that any day over, like, being cold. I love the cold because the heat in California makes me feel like I'm an inch away from being a puddle. But here's the thing about the heat in California. It's dry. It's the desert heat. So there's no, like, humidity plus heat. It's the humidity plus heat that really makes you feel like you're in, like, the Amazon and you're gonna, like, die. That's, like, you know, the East Coast, like, you know, New Jersey or Philadelphia gets super humid, like, hot, thick air. Ugh. Where's Tom? He's in the other room. He's chilling. I actually tasked him with making brownies, so he could be doing that. Bird Church says it may be the English in me, but I prefer to be very cold over very hot. Can't deal with humidity. But you guys have humidity a lot, right? Because doesn't it rain like every day in England? Isn't that like the stereotype that it's like rarely sunny and it's always like overcast or raining? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's what I've gathered. Or at least like London, or like it's like always rainy over there or cloudy. I can't wait to see Sabine, Bo-Katan, and Ahsoka in Mando Season 2. So where is this rumor of Sabine being in it? I didn't know that she was rumored to be in it. I would take it. I think it would be so cool to see a live-action Sabine. I know that some people were theorizing that that mysterious girl that they showed in the trailer, like the hooded figure, could be Sabine Wren. I don't know. There's so many rumors. Oh, Team Money says, I also don't feel like I don't know my teachers well and don't know any of my classmates. That is the con, yeah, of the online class. And it's a lot harder to get, like, access to your teacher and, like, get help from them. And you don't really develop too much of a relationship with them. Sorry, I'm really behind. All right, introvert gang, yes. Power to the introverts. So Mustafar over Hoth, weather cat, yes. Hoth is one of my favorite planets, but I would for sure not last a day there. And I ain't crawling inside a tauntaun to survive. You will not catch me pulling out my Bear Grylls survival skills and slipping inside a tauntaun to stay warm. All-nighter streams would be an all-dayer stream for me. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It would be like a little more accommodating for people who aren't able to catch my streams during regular hours. Aw, Charlie, thank you. You're so supportive. Oh, Aiden, are you peacing out? Bye. Thanks for being here. Jon Snow, winter is coming. Yes, that's my favorite line. I don't like being cold either. Yes, power to the not fans of being cold people. Queensland summers are the worst. Ooh, tell me what it's like there. Also, remind me what part of Australia Queensland is in. If I were looking at a map. Queensland isn't Australia, right? I hope I should back that up. I have a Google right by my side. I'm pretty positive though. I would bet $10. Okay, thank God. Phew. I was about to look very geographically illiterate if I got that wrong. Actually, maybe being cold is fine because I'm fine with touching snow. It's cold, but it feels nice. Yeah, there's sometimes when it's like being cold, when it's like the right amount of cold and you're like, I can handle this. But when you're cold to the point where you can't feel your limbs or anything, that's when it's bad. Small but powerful. Thanks, Charlie. The great Tom has arrived. Sabine is only rumor, nothing concrete yet. We'll see. Sasha Banks. Oh, that's right. Oh, don't know who she's playing. That's right. So many rumors. Mustafar exists. Oh. Field trip. Heat gang. Yes. Winter in Queensland is just right. So wait, so Australia, you guys are approaching summer, correct? Because when we hit our winter, it's summer for you guys. And when it's summer for us, it's winter for you. Right? It's flipped. Does it ever snow in Australia? Literally. I feel so bad whenever we have an Australian friend in the chat. I feel like I just interrogate you guys the most out of everyone because Australia is still such like a mysterious place to me. I've never been. I'm very far away. But I'm just like mesmerized. Like you guys are hanging out over there, like your whole own continent. Like, I don't know. I'm just so like curious about the lifestyle over there. Cause it seems very like chill and laid back and warm and beachy and fun, and there's kangaroos, and maybe that's why I'm obsessed with Australia. Anyone ever see the movie Kangaroo Jack? Yo, how old is that movie? That movie used to be my truly my favorite movie. 2003. What a good movie. I used to watch that maybe a little too much. But yeah, maybe that's where my fixation with Australia came into play, because I used to watch that movie all the time. Oh, gee, Nick Ramirez, what's up? Do y'all actually like the weather here in California? You hate it! Oh my god. What you have to do is go to, like... Okay, so, I don't know, maybe if you've lived in California your whole life, the consistency must get boring. Versus, like, if you were to live in a state that has more climate shifting, like, seasonal weather changes. But I like it so far. Like I said, I don't like being cold, so I don't know. I do miss, like, rain, though. Because I know that is, like, rare in California, depending on which part you're in. I would say that's, like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess having only, like, one climate all year round must get a little bit boring. But I would rather be warm than cold, that's for sure. And I'm not a huge snow fan. Like, I like T-Money in Vermont. Like, what you guys have to do, like, dig a trench out of your house to get to your car is like, oh, when I was in high school and, like, you have to come out and your car is frozen over and you gotta scrape off your car. No. Oh, no. That's where I draw the line. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. That is terrible. When it's early in the morning, the sun hasn't even come out yet, you gotta drive to high school and your car's got all the frost on it and your door, like, cracks open and you're freezing. Oh, I hate that so much. That is, like, the worst feeling in the world. Oh my god. Yeah, no. Never, ever, ever want to deal with that. That's, like, the worst. But for you guys in Vermont, you literally have to, like, dig a tunnel through the snow to get to your cars. So, yeah. So I don't think I'd ever be able to live somewhere where it snows that heavily and you actually have to, like, shovel constantly, like, consistently throughout the winter. But if it were to, like, be a light dusting and you could plan to not leave your house, then I like that. Like, an occasional dusting of snow. But when it gets to the point where you have to shovel in order to leave and, like, scrape off your car, like, that would just bother me. Tom's talking about his PS5 launch strategy. Who here was able to get a pre-order for the PS5 sold out in, like, negative seconds after they launched it? We were unsuccessful. Anyone here have any luck with the PS5 pre-ordering? Sorry, I just went on a whole tangent about snow. I am in the south where it does not tend to rain as much. It's a nice mixture of all weathers, not to sound too Game of Thronesy, but in the north it may be a little colder / wetter. No, that's funny. That's cool. There are some places that snow, but not many. Alright. Yeah, Australia is just one big, giant mystery to me. And so, I apologize. I always, like, ask you guys so many questions about your Australian lifestyle and culture. But it seems like it's such a cool place. It seems like such a cool place. And, like, the fact that, like, people walk around there barefoot, like, it seems so much more chill there. And just laid back and fun and, like, beachy. Like, people literally walk around town, like, with no shoes. Right? Or is that just a few people? Or is that, like, an actual common thing? I've heard theories that Australia isn't even real. What? I've never heard that. I'm doing great, 80 Millionaire. Thanks for asking. How are you? Thanks for being here. Kangaroo Jack was my first Michael Shannon flick and my first Christopher Walken flick. Yes! It's a good movie. Yo, is that movie available on Netflix or something? No way! It is! Let's go! Oh my god, I low-key might watch this tonight. Oh, what a good movie! Oh, that's a great discovery. Oh my gosh, I legit used to watch that movie probably too much when I was younger, and haven't watched it in over a decade probably. So, oh my god, I have to relive the memes. Oh, I lost track. Here we go. I saw Crocodile Dundee. Another fun movie is The Rescuers Down Under. Okay. You want to do study abroad in Australia? Yes! If you have the opportunity to study abroad, definitely do it. Gold Taco says, Kat, I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. It is! Shockingly. I opened my weather app. I was like, really? I'm a little bit excited. I'm excited. Yeah, it's gonna rain in SoCal this weekend. Yeah, wash away all the ash. Yeah, I've heard that this is like the first rain since like May. I've also heard from some people though that there's like periods in California where it will rain pretty consecutively for like a couple of weeks. And then it's like dry for the rest of the year. Aw, Team Money, you're a good son. I used to have to shovel the porch for my mom. Good. That's good for you, though. I'm sure she appreciated it. What a good son. Bender, you've only ever seen snow once? Oh, wow. And it was in New Zealand. Well, that's cool, at least. I love everything about snow until I have to drive in it. Yes. That is true. I love Australia and New Zealand too because it has been home to filming my favorite TV shows. Yes. Lord of the Rings, Spartacus, many more. Yeah, New Zealand, Lord of the Rings. It's like the first thing that comes to my mind when I hear New Zealand. Very small stylo. Good for you. You were able to get the PS5 The PS5 pre-order. That's exciting. Aw, Bird Church, thank you so much. Thank you for your super chat. If Solo was made into a trilogy, what would your ideal opening sequence be to the second film? I'd like to see either Han/Chewie meeting Jabba or Kira meeting Maul. Yeah, I think that would be like the first thing. I would want to see her rendezvousing with Darth Maul. Oh, that'd just be so sweet. Yeah, I think that's how I would want it to go down. Her, like, getting to Maul's Crimson Dawn lair. Oh my god, so many possibilities. Is that still happening? The rumored, trilogy for Solo? It was supposed to be a trilogy, right? That's what I thought. And now people say that it's not because the first one didn't do very well in the box office. But yeah, I would definitely want it to have a super eerie opening, revealing more of Crimson Dawn and Darth Maul. I need more Darth Maul videos from you. I try not to, sound like a broken record with it. I don't know. like, when I filmed my reaction to 80 Edits as Darth Maul tribute, I was like, I don't know what else to say, because, like, everything I've want to say about Darth Maul has been said on my channel. Like, you guys know how obsessed I am with him. Like, I haven't, there's not much that I haven't, like, shared about my obsession with him. So, I don't know, I feel like it just would get bland or just get repetitive with each, you know, reaction or Darth Maul video I would make. I don't know. Very small stylo. Regretting ordering the PS5. Don't regret it. Yo, be grateful. You were able to snag it. Like, be proud of yourself. That was an accomplishment. They literally sold out, like, in, like, 2 seconds. Like, the site crashed, right? Like, it was gone so rapidly. Like, it was like impossible to try to get one. So you should consider yourself very accomplished and successful for being able to snag one. Hi, Carol. Thanks for being here. Thank you all for being here. I know that this was like a super last minute stream. It really didn't like cross my mind to stream this week, but we have some stuff planned for the next couple of weeks, so I was like, I should probably squeeze in a little stream before it goes like too long, because it has been like 3 weeks since my last one. I hate to keep checking my phone so much during this, but it's been a while, right? Yeah, our last, like two-ish weeks ago. How to handle rain in Southern California. You just need a jacket and an umbrella. Yeah. Now, here's my question. Do people, like... I was watching, you know, a funny video that, about, like, it was like a skit, like, how people act when it rains in LA, and it was a skit of this guy doing, like, Google searches, like, can you die from the rain? And it was just, like, so funny because it happens so infrequently in Los Angeles and, like, Southern California, and so that's my, like, question, like, do people, like, freak out here, like, when it does rain? Like, how does it affect people's driving? Like, do people, like, drive super slow because they're, like, panicked? Or is it still just good old California-style driving, like, every man for themselves? Yeah, like, does it impact people's abilities on the road? Darth Snow, thanks for your super chat. How's it going? It's going great. Thank you for being here. How are you doing? 80 edits! What is up? Home skillet biscuit, it's gonna rain tomorrow. We're all gonna die. Okay, so that's how Californians feel about the rain. I'm so excited! I miss it. Like, it was getting a little cloudy today, and I was like, oh, yes! Like, it's coming. I don't know, it's just good to shake things up. Like, every day it's always, like, sunny and warm and blue skies here, and, like, as wonderful as that is, sometimes it's good to get a little bit of variety. Which Star Wars movie should you watch tonight, Michael? Attack of the Clones will always be my answer. Or Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith, but don't do that if you don't want to put yourself in a bad mood. Revenge of the Sith can be a downer and make you really upset for the rest of the night. Maul meeting Darth Vader, yes! Oh, that'd be sweet. Oh, you have to check out Ahsoka Faith by Darth Porg. I know, that's on my list. I've gotten so many requests about that, and you guys know I'm obsessed with, like, anything that Darth Porg makes, so I have to do that. I have to do that, and I have to watch the Knights of the Old Republic cinematics that I keep forgetting to watch. But I might do that soon. Because we're about to hit, let me confirm, let me double check. But I'm pretty sure that we are about to hit the 100 video. Let me go to my YouTube studio and make sure that I'm not spreading misinformation here. Yeah, we're like 9 videos away from our 100th video, guys. Which sounds crazy. Yeah, oh my god. Anyway, so I'm gonna do something special for the 100th video. So maybe I'll do my Knights of the Old Republic reaction then. I don't know, unless you guys have any better ideas. Okay, some juicy juice on a Solo trilogy. I read Emilia Clarke and Alden Ehrenreich signed contracts for multiple films, and Ron Howard recently spoke about it. Yes, please. Please, 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 please. They're a great duo. And I think, like, I would want to see more. There's potential there. You can't introduce us to Crimson Dawn and then not dive deeper into it. I feel so humbled of all those nice words you said, Kat. It's true. Like, you should feel so proud of yourself that you were able to get a PS5. Like, so many, like, it literally sold out in, like, seconds. Like, I'm amazed and proud of you and, like, happy for you that you were able to secure one. It's been 120 days of no rain. We need it. Yes. It's dry out here. When it rains, people usually say they're glad that it's raining because it doesn't happen too often. There is an increase in accidents because of wet roads. Overall, it's a really nice vibe. Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Revenge of the Sith is the best and makes me the happiest. It makes you happy? Oh, it makes me so upset. I cannot just casually watch that movie. Attack of the Clones sounds good. I haven't watched that one in forever. Yes! And Jango is one of your favorite characters. Oh, then you have to. You have to. You thought I had more than 100 videos, T-Money. Oh my gosh, no. I saw that and I was like, seriously? What? And I told Tom, I was like, yo, we're 9 videos away from hitting 100 videos. And he was like, I couldn't even try to name 100 of your videos. And I was like, I know. Like, have I done that many reaction vids? Attack of the Clones equals Battle of Geonosis, which equals good choice. Yes. Aw, David Francis, good night. Thank you for being here. Skydiving for the 100th vid. Oh. I would die. Your mind will explode after watching the Knights of the Old Republic cutscenes. Oh, yes, I know. I'm so behind on that, but I also want to, like, play the game. And I will be traveling home soon for Thanksgiving, back to my dad's iPad. And I know that it's available on iPad. And so I, might play it then. We'll see. In-N-Out gives out free hot chocolate when it rains, but their hot chocolate is cocoa powder and water. Oh, I can already taste it. I know exactly that taste that you're talking about. Solo 2 would work better as a Disney Plus series following Han, Lando, Chewie, and Crimson Dawn in the underworld of Star Wars. Yes, I kind of agree. I think that bunch could have a very, like, episodic journey. Joel Lyon, thank you for your suggestion. Something with Darth Maul and Kenobi. I know, everyone is, like, shocked that I haven't done, like, a Darth Maul drawing yet. Even I am. But I want to think of a cool, like, idea for it. Or something. So, I actually have a Darth Maul commission. What am I talking about? I have a commission in the works right now. It's a really cool Darth Maul piece. And the owner was actually, like, super kind. Or, the owner. The customer who commissioned it is, like, being so cool, and he had this awesome concept. It was totally his own original idea, and so I was like, can I make prints of this? And he was like, oh my gosh, please. And so he's been so kind and is willing to let me, like, sell prints of it when it's finished. But it's a really cool Darth Maul piece. But I also want to think of my own idea, too. So that would be cool. Something, like, with Darth Maul and Kenobi, or, like, I don't know. I gotta think of something. But yeah, if I have a Darth Maul piece of my own concept, I have to, like, do him justice. I gotta make it good. I thought you had, like, 30 videos. Me too, Gold Taco. Me too. I saw that and I was like, this can't be right. My brother has 2 more films to go in a Star Wars marathon, but has been stuck on Attack of the Clones. He was met on Phantom Menace, but I told him to watch the Jango Fett scenes in the final battle. Yes! Attack of the Clones, you can't get stuck on that one. The best one comes after that. Bye, Aiden! Thank you for being here for so long, even though you said that you couldn't stick around. Thank you. If you want, I'll go skydiving for you. Oh, I would like to do it at some point. Here's the thing. If I go skydiving, I want to do it somewhere, like, really cool. Like, I would want to go to, like, a cool city. I mean, I guess there are cool places to, like, do it in the U.S., but, like, who do I know? We know someone who went skydiving when they were, like, in Spain. Like, that would be cool. To, like, travel somewhere super cool and epic to do it. Then I would do it. We'll see. I'd love to see a Padme art print. I know, I want... There's so many I gotta do. I have to do a Darth Maul one. I want to do, like, a Padme one. I would really want to do, I guess, like, Darth Padme, but, like, a Padme Natalie Portman, what she would look like if she did join Anakin and become, like, the Sith Empress of the galaxy. Oh, I have ideas for that one. Cat, I'd pay for a Darth Maul versus Kenobi Rebels drawing. Yeah, that would be very cool. Would go great with my Steven Stanton signed Maul prints. Well, nothing I could do would ever compare to that. Darth Snow. Sorry, I somehow missed this. Don't hate me. Revenge of the Sith is hella depressing, but at the same time epic. It is both of those. But just so... It's so upsetting. I can't just watch that movie for just fun. Ooh, Maul standing off against Obi-Wan with their sabers drawn and the twin suns behind them. Oh, you guys are feeding me ideas. Bye, 80 edits. I hope you had a fun time in Viva Las Vegas. Skydive in Australia. That would be a cool place to do it. That would be very cool. Empress Amidala. Yes, that's my idea that I would want to try to execute. Dang, alright, we're getting a lot of suggestions for like a Maul v Kenobi drawing. Maybe I'll have to think of something. Yes, Empress Padme that rules the galaxy with Darth Vader. Yes! That just gave me another idea. Like, because think about it. Theory time. If Padme had gone to Mustafar, and for some odd reason betrayed all of her character and morals and ethics building up to that point, and agreed, and Anakin was like, hey, join me and let's rule the galaxy, and I can overthrow the Emperor. Okay. So if for some strange reason Padme decided, yeah, this sounds good, let's do this, and she sided with him, then what would have happened? What would have happened with Kenobi? Kenobi would have still tried to kill Anakin, but with Padme on his side, maybe Anakin would have beaten Kenobi? I don't know. I don't know if Kenobi would have as willingly fought Anakin right there if Padme was watching, and if she was like, please don't. Because I don't think if Padme were conscious, she would have let Anakin and Obi-Wan fight. If she had been awake, she would have done something to stop it. And maybe she would have, like, found a way to, like, if she had agreed, if it was set in stone that she was going to go with Anakin, maybe she would have, like, bopped Kenobi on the head or something. As George Lucas says, and those bloopers, get bopped to the head real quick. Maybe she would have, like, done something, or, like, found a rock or something, you know, like, hit Kenobi on the head with to prevent him from fighting with Anakin. She and Anakin would have flown off, gone back to Coruscant. I don't know if Anakin would be able to beat Sidious, though. I don't know. Maybe. He might have. I don't know. Yeah, that would be tricky then. But say somehow, for the sake of this theory, Anakin and Obi-Wan never would have fought, which means Anakin never would have been burned, which means he would have stayed in his original form. Say they killed and took out Sidious, then he and Padme would be Emperor/Empress, and he would be Vader, but not in the suit. Now, what would that power couple look like? That's a cool drawing idea. Sorry, I just went on a total theory tangent trying to figure out that order of events. But that would be a cool drawing if somehow Anakin was able to overthrow the Emperor and he and Padme became the power duo. Tarkin, Thrawn, and Krennic in the same room would be awesome. Always imagined the three in one room. Making a plan of attack would have been epic. That's true. That would be very cool. What did I do for Halloween? Not much. Got fat off of candy. Oh my gosh. Tom and I were like grocery shopping like a couple days before Halloween, and we were like, should we get candy? Like, are we gonna get trick-or-treaters? Is that like a thing this year? And I was saying, no, Halloween is canceled this year. Like, we're probably not gonna get people, and we shouldn't buy a huge thing of candy because it's just gonna be end up being us eating it. And Tom was like, no, let's get a little bucket and let's get a thing of, you know, assorted Kit Kat, Hershey's, Reese's. And I was like, oh my god, fine. Like, really convincing me that there was a possibility maybe that we could get trick-or-treaters and we didn't want to be empty-handed. And as I predicted, literally like the day before Halloween, we had gone shopping like maybe 5 days before. Like the day before Halloween, of course. Oh, sorry, I just kicked the tripod. Sorry. The day before Halloween, our development sends out an email saying no trick-or-treating is happening. And I was like, well, as I predicted, we are going to be eating all this candy ourselves, and we still have it. And it was like minis, too. Like, just like baby little Kit Kats and stuff like that. And we're still working on it. So, that's what I did. We ate some of the useless candy that we bought for no reason. And, I watched Hocus Pocus. And that was that. And I watched Rocky Horror Picture Show the night before, which was a good time. That would mean an evil Luke and Leia. This is so true! Yo, what if I did like a drawing series where they were all evil? Oh. I don't think Padme would be evil, though. See, I think that can be such a whole other alternate universe, too, because I think Anakin fully is able to make his transition to Vader because Padme is dead. If Padme were still alive and there to keep him in check, he might be less power hungry / like evil. I don't know. Like, she would only agree to go with him on the condition that he like snaps out of it. She'd be like, all right, I will go with you if you take out Darth Sidious and we can restore, you know, the Senate or whatever. She would have to negotiate some sort of deals. So maybe that would be the price, though. Like, if Padme did go with Anakin, he wouldn't complete his transition to the totally dark side Vader. If she were still alive, she wouldn't let that happen. So maybe it wouldn't be like super, I don't know if he would end up still being like a super villain, or if they would be an evil couple. She would never be evil. It's like not in her DNA. She doesn't have a bad bone in her body. Anakin fights Obi-Wan and Padme shoots him in the back. Oh yeah, she was probably traveling with a blaster. I'm an idiot. What if Padme somehow stopped Obi-Wan from hiding in her ship? True. Like if she predicted that he was gonna sneak in there and so she waited for him and surprised him and kicked him out. Darth Snow, thank you for your second chat. You need to make fan fiction comics books. Maybe. That's actually a good idea. Except my drawing style is definitely not. I like applaud people who can make comics because I can't. I've tried, my drawing style just is not. I can't do like the cool like graphic drawings that comic artists do. I can't. That would be fun though. I know, this is the first time I've ever like thought of plausible alternate routes and theories. I'm doing it all out loud here. The good old Halloween candy trap. We have all been there. With all the training that you do, Charlie, though, you probably don't have to worry about it. You train for like 10 hours a day. You can eat like all the candy that you want probably and be alright. Would they build the Death Star then? I don't think Padme would approve of that. I don't know. See, this is why it's so hard to envision this scenario, because it's so not Padme, and it's very unlikely that she would actually commit to this. The Force can do terrible things to the mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroys your very identity. True dat. True dat. You're lucky. Realism is the most prestigious art. Now, I'm gonna say, I feel like that is not a good mindset to have, and I say that as someone who, I used to have that mindset. Like, I used to strive so much for realism and having everything so detailed and precise and making it look like photorealistic, and that was my kind of mindset, like, going into college. And in my first, like, couple of years of college, like, I wanted to, you know, I had this, like, miniature competitive mindset, and I was like, I want to be the most realistic drawer in the class. Like, that was my goal. And then as, you know, later on in college, and, like, as I was learning about more art movements and, like, seeing the other art that my peers make, like, I learned so much, like, no, like, you don't have to draw a person, like, exactly, you know, making it look as real as possible. Like, you don't have to, like, your piece isn't better than someone who draws an abstract person, or, you know, does something impressionist, or does something, like, in cubism. And, you know, by the time you're, like, a senior in college, like, everyone has, or in art school, like, everyone has their own style, and people care less and less about, like, photorealism, and have embraced other ways of painting. And by the time I was, like, in my senior year, like, in a lot of my classes, like, I was, like, one of the only people still, like, really striving for, like, accuracy and perfect realism, and a lot of my other peers were, like, trying out different things. And so it took me having to, like, go through college and watch people, like, paint in different ways to realize, like, oh my gosh, no, like, there's so many ways you can paint. And the whole, like, you know, the stereotype that, like, you have to be, like, super photorealistic, you know, like Renaissance painting, you know, like people like Caravaggio and Raphael and stuff like that, like, are super, you know, realistic and lifelike and detailed. And I, like, you know, once you're, like, forced to make an abstract painting in art school, it helps you so much to, like, break free out of that and realize, like, this is a painting just as much as, like, you know, if I were to do a super realistic painting. And in a lot of ways, this is more exciting sometimes than super realistic paintings. Sorry, I could talk forever about art school. I apologize. Darth Snow, gotta head out. Bye. Thank you for being here, and thank you for donating. You didn't have to donate, like, 3 times, but I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry, my throat is hurting now that I just went on a rant about art school. Would you consider making a Cad Bane versus Boa commission? Potentially. That would be fun. It would be very fun to draw Cad Bane. What a cool character. Bird Church, thank you so much! If you were the apprentice and could pick any Jedi/Sith as a master, who would you go? Jedi/Sith, and who would you choose? If I were a Jedi, 1000% Qui-Gon Jinn. No questions asked. He's, like, the best Jedi ever. You guys know how I feel about him. If all of the Jedi were like him, they would not have reached their demise in Revenge of the Sith. So, yeah, I firmly believe that if he had stuck around, things would have been okay. So, 1000% Qui-Gon Jinn. And Sith, probably, I don't know. See, I am tempted to say, like, Darth Maul as my first response. But he's not the best teacher, I don't think. I mean, like, seeing, you know, the way that he interacts with Ezra in Rebels, he's, at the end of the day, very self-serving. So I feel like he wouldn't be the best teacher to a Padawan. I don't know. So I feel like Vader as the runner-up / other, I think Vader would be a better teacher if you were trying to be a Sith. Because he at least knows about both sides of the Force. And chose the Sith for a reason. So I feel like he would be a little bit better. I don't know. I probably would pick Maul, though, just because I'd want to hang out with him. I'd be too scared to hang out with Vader on a regular basis. You guys saw me play Vader Immortal Part 1. I literally was, like, petrified to stand next to him. Well, folks, I think I might wrap this up. It's been a little over than an hour. Don't want to take up too much of your guys' Friday night, and I know it's late now for some people, so I think we're gonna call it a night. Sal says, "Cat, I will send you it when you get your P.O. box." Yes, I will be posting that soon. It's literally ready to go. I just have to share the address, so I will do that very soon. But yes, that would be very interesting. That would be exciting. But yes, thank you guys so much for being here. Again, I know that it's been a long week. But thank you for taking the time to hang out and hopefully unwind and take your mind off of some things. I appreciate you guys being here, and I'm sorry it's been so long, but whenever I go a couple weeks without streaming, I start to, like, miss you guys, so yeah. Hopefully I won't do another what I just did and do, like, 3 weeks, of not streaming. I will try to, probably not next week, the week after, I'll figure something out, and hopefully we'll do it in another 2 weeks. And I'll let you know about the all-nighter stream. That might be too ambitious. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but we'll see. But yes, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Joshua, thanks for being here. I hope you have an even better weekend. Do a pre-Thanksgiving stream? Yeah, maybe. I'll definitely stream again before that. So, yeah. Catalorian, thank you for that nickname. Like, literally, I'm about to change my channel to that. I don't know why I haven't thought of that myself. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have a phenomenal rest of your night or day, or if you're in Australia and it's, like, early for you. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys are doing so well, as always, and yeah, stay tuned. I'll probably still end up doing a Mandalorian episode 2 review, but yeah, hopefully I'll have that up after this weekend. Alrighty, I'm gonna stop rambling like I always do at the end of my streams, because I don't know how to wrap these up. Alright, bye guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have a great weekend, and as I always say, do something for yourself this weekend. Do something that makes you happy. Do something to take care of yourself and your mental health, or your physical health, or whatever it is. Do something to treat yourself, like I always say. Alrighty, hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you all for being here, and yeah, I will see you guys again very, very soon. Bye, guys.